Always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Target, 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 target. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift, shift. Shift, shift. Mexico, Mexico.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right, 40. Strong right. 12.
Go.
On 1st down, Lott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Cut his left. Cut his left.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
Alpha. Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, it's Lott. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. It's Hill. Complete. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson from the shotgun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The corner blitz worked to perfection there for Deion Sanders. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Luck flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And
Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Johnson, 59 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Bears 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
At the Redskins' 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Love. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Set to kick off.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
There he goes, left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 31, Jackson. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. Touchdown, Washington! Randy Moss, 69 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. Check 26, check 26.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Holt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Locke escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
11.
From the red zone now, Locke eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 19 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. 2nd down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. He fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson throws left side, and he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Leaders defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Tight end to the right, tight end to the right. Move.
12. Out. Hey, check.
March in. Check. I got him back.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 6, 33. 33. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Squeeze, double. Mike 6, 33. 33.
Watch what?
They're going to go. It's locked. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got it.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go, D.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Here comes the ball.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check, crunch.
Hey, check.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Flushed out right. Flushed to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Out of the gun. Love. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hope. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check 11.
from the gun. Here's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Ryan Shazier. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And that's it's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken very short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Luck. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5.